This episode of Ahsoka is a thing that exists in the world. What are my thoughts? Is it good? Is it bad? Leave your thoughts in the comments too. I want to know about them. Anyway, let's just get into the review. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And today we are discussing Ahsoka Season 1, Episode 8. Because obviously, this is not going to be a one season show. This is not going to be a one and done. Based on the ending of this episode, spoilers by the way, for the ending of this series or this season, we get left on a cliffhanger. See, I wasn't expecting that. Usually we don't get left on cliffhangers for these Disney Plus Star Wars shows. Let's think of some examples. The Mandalorian Season 1. It wraps up nicely. I guess it ends with a cliffhanger of Moff Gideon coming out of his TIE fighter. But other than that, everything felt wrapped up. But in this episode, the cliffhanger is huge. Like, astronomically huge. Ahsoka is just left on this planet in a distant galaxy with no way to get back. And also, Balin is still searching for whatever he was searching for on that planet. And we don't get to see what it is. So, there's a lot of mystery that still needs to be unpacked in this series. So, I think we're definitely getting a season 2. Do I want a season 2? Honestly, I kind of wished that everything would have been wrapped up in this episode. But that's okay. That's okay. I guess I'm just too used to binging shows now. But that's more of a me problem. This episode is really hard to talk about though, because I don't know what to think yet. I really don't. I'll be thinking about it a lot more when hopefully I make my full review of season 1 of this show, but for now, I'm not entirely sure what to think yet. But let's just go into it. So the episode starts off basically with Morgan Elsbeth getting turned into a proper Night Sister. That's pretty good, because one of my complaints about this show has been, why isn't Morgan Elsbeth an actual Night Sister? Why does she just look like a regular human? I guess now she's earned her Night Sisterhood. So that's good. And she gets a sword that resembles the one kinda from the Clone Wars. Hers is more of a katana though. So I guess that's fitting for this certain character for certain reasons that I'm not going to say. But she gets a katana that kind of resembles the sword from Mother Talzin. That's pretty cool. Next we see Ezra constructing a new lightsaber. I was kind of hoping that he'd get another blaster saber like how he kind of did at the start of Rebels, because I really like the concept of a lightsaber that's also a blaster. I really wish they would have went back to that. Usually I'm a fan of the show moving forward and not always going back to old things, but that old thing was so unique that I would have liked to see it return, but it didn't. So I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset about it. But I do have a question though. Where did he get the kyber crystal to create a blue lightsaber? Does Hu Yang just have kyber crystals lying around? I guess I can make sense of it. He does, like, that is his main programming, is to create lightsabers. And also, Ahsoka does have multiple lightsabers. Maybe it came from one of Ahsoka's blue lightsabers that I think she used to have. We get a nice touching moment with Hu Yang explaining how he used to construct lightsabers at the Jedi Temple for all the younglings. So that's pretty cool. Ezra is officially back in action. After that, we get to see Sabine talking to Ahsoka, reminiscing about how things actually worked out. Ahsoka's not mad that Sabine basically betrayed her and left her to die. I mean, I would be still pretty upset. But, okay, she's a wise sage, whatever. I guess it's within her character. She's trying to be a wise sage to Sabine and be a strong teacher. So that's good, that's good. Next, we get to see Thrawn with another 10,000 IQ, 100% of his brain plan. 100% of his brain. He sends 2 TIE fighters to slow the heroes down. Because remember, his only objective is to escape. Nothing else matters. But then he realizes, oh yeah, their ship is down. We have a confirmed hit, but they'll probably still figure out a way to come back and fuck us over. So he sends a few stormtroopers to lay down their lives so the rest can escape because he knows dealing with these Jedi that they'll always figure out a way. He can't underestimate them. And I really like that. I really like that he doesn't underestimate the heroes and that his plans actually work out. Because in a lot of other series, when you have a smart tactician type character, even in Star Wars Rebels, what would happen sometimes is this smart tactician would have a brilliant plan, brilliant, but then the heroes would thwart it based on some magic bullshit all the time. That happens almost in every show where there's a tactician type character who doesn't win by brute force, he wins by making plans. The hero always beats him because of some unexplained factor, some magic, or some MacGuffin. And I'm glad that by the end of this episode, he actually escapes. I had one hope, just one hope for this entire series. There's only one thing I cared about. As long as this series did this one thing, I would be satisfied. And that one thing is Thrawn's return. For a second there, I was thinking, oh damn, they're actually going to stop him. I did not want that to happen. I want Thrawn to return to the regular Star Wars galaxy. And I don't know, maybe do something with the First Order. Or, well, I'm just glad he's returning. Because that's the one hope that I had for this show. Blue Elon Musk is back. Another cool thing we get to see in this episode are the zombie stormtroopers. I never thought I'd see it, and honestly, I'm just gonna say it felt kind of corny to me. Zombie stormtroopers. Maybe I'm just exhausted of stormtroopers, but the zombie stormtroopers, I guess it's a cool concept that I feel like could have been done before in Star Wars. And I've heard some people say that it has been done before in Star Wars, in like the comics or whatever. It's okay. It's okay. It's another obstacle to make sure that Thrawn can escape. And that's a good thing. Ezra eventually makes it onto the Star Destroyer with Thrawn, but he doesn't even attempt to stop him from escaping. Like, if you think about it, it must take at least a few hours for this ship to jump from this galaxy to the other one, right? So, in that time, Ezra could have done something to stop Thrawn, but he didn't. And do you know why? It's because this show should be titled The Return of Thrawn and not Ahsoka. Because, I'm sorry, I just have a lot of hype for The Return of Thrawn into the Star Wars universe. I really can't wait to see what Blue Elon Musk does next. Hopefully not just in this series. I hope he expands to other series after this show gets season 2, or maybe we see him appear in a movie somewhere down the line. Or hopefully he does something. Hopefully we get something of him building the First Order. That would be really awesome. Leave in the comments. Do you think that would be awesome? After Thrawn escapes, we get to see what happens next. They kill Morgan Elsbeth, which to me is kind of saddening. Morgan has started to grow on me. I don't know why, but I really liked her boss fight at the end of this episode. It looked really cool. And I'm going to miss her as a character, actually. We get to see that Ahsoka is stranded with Sabine on this distant planet in a distant galaxy. Also, we never get to see what Balin does with what he was searching for. We never get to find what he's searching for. I mentioned that earlier, but like I said, it's a huge cliffhanger. It's a huge cliffhanger, and who knows how long it's going to take for the second season for this show to come out. I'm worried that by the time the second season of this show comes out, I'm not going to give a fuck. Well, I probably am. I take that back. I'm going to give a fuck, but still, it's going to take forever. And you know what? The fact that I'm saying that at all means that I enjoyed this episode because I want to see more of it, right? And that's what this is all about. You're supposed to want to see more of this show. Cliffhangers in that sense are good, even if you might become frustrated with having to wait another let's say 5 years for the new season to come out. Shin Hati, I guess, joins this band of bandits. I don't know. That's pretty much it. Ahsoka is stranded with Sabine. They look up at the stars. Oh, we get to see Anakin at the end of this episode. That's pretty cool. There's one more thing. When our trio is riding up towards the gate leading to the castle for the ship, they use their force powers to try and open it. And Ahsoka instructs Sabine to help out using her force powers. I don't think she did much to help in that situation, but that's okay. She gets an A for effort. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Leave in the comments what you think about this episode, please. Leaving a comment and a like is the best way to support this channel. Remember, I don't have sponsors. I don't have ads. I don't have a Patreon. I'm not asking you for much. Just a like and a comment. That's it. And maybe a share if you're feeling generous, but a like and a comment will do. If you really support this channel and you enjoy my videos. This is my first time making a series of episode reviews for a Star Wars TV show. I kind of did it with The Mandalorian Season 3, but those were a lot quicker. These involve a lot of editing. Right after the episode comes out, I have to edit really fast like a madman. And it's all for you guys. So, please, show me your thanks by leaving a comment and a like. That's pretty much it. Drink some water and have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.